We told you earlier about an emergency session of the UN Human Rights Council after it had received a letter from 300 MPs in Myanmar accusing the junta there of gross violations. The UN Human Rights Council has unanimously adopted a British EU resolution on Myanmar calling for the release of Aung San Suu Kyi and others arbitrarily detained. It urged the military in Myanmar to lift all restrictions on internet telecommunications as well, and to exercise restraint with protesters. Let's bring in Al Jazeera's Rory Challens, who's been following this emergency meeting from Brighton in the UK. Rory, what more do we know?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Human Rights Council was meeting in a special session that was called by the UK and the EU together, acting in concert. And we had been hearing a whole range of voices, the different ambassadors from many countries giving their perspective on what's been going on in Myanmar recently throughout the day. The draft resolution, which had been orally amended to take in certain concerns that China had was adopted unanimously. It was a 47-member agreement, essentially, with a few voices of objection. There was Russia, which says that it wants to dissociate itself with this resolution, draft resolution. There was Venezuela that has also said the same, and unsurprisingly, Myanmar itself. What the resolution essentially does is say that the situation in Myanmar as it currently is unacceptable, that the military authorities there have to release people that they've been detaining, that they need to roll back on the takeover of power, essentially, and that they have to let in and to do more work, the UN Human Rights Council's special rapporteur, who was speaking earlier on at this session. So I think the Russians, the Chinese, the Venezuelans, etc., are lone voices, really, in what has been a pretty unified position from the Human Rights Council and many of its members, which is essentially that what has been going on in Myanmar is a gross violation of human rights.
Al Jazeera's Rory Challens reporting live there. Rory, many thanks indeed.